Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome back to Manufactio. Just been playing around in the pack and trying to work out what the next steps should be. I've been watching a few other videos and trying to get some ideas. I was literally just watching Direwolf stream the pack. At the moment I'm at that place where I need to create tons and tons of research and unlock stuff at the same time, if that makes sense. So my base isn't really set with a way of fully producing everything quickly. It's not something that is a drop in and go type arrangement. Now this should disappear straight out of here. Go on. Ooh, look, 13 duck matter. Yeah, so last episode we were playing around with the drones to remove the filters from these guys up here, because that was an edge case where the ducts cannot pull from any side other than below, and because I've got these sitting on the chimneys, I can't do that. I needed to change this one to a logistics storage frame. I think I said that probably in the comments. I think Frogman commented about needing this guy here. I needed to put this dispenser upgrade on it so that this guy can charge, so that he doesn't go flat. So that's working nicely. This single spot chest here with the storage frame on it will accept any of these. Once they're full enough, the drone will jump up and he will grab them and he will put them in here and they'll get extracted. It'd be interesting to see one of them, jump about and do it, but I did the same over here. Oh, zap. Same thing here. Oh, hang on. Oh no, he's not. Maybe because I didn't have him in world. There you go, he picks it up. He should deposit it. And then when he needs to go and charge, he should go to here. Right click any block to set direction. Oh no. I need to... I don't know. I need to take this and like eject up. Okay. I don't think it matters, but this guy should charge there, and then when he's done placing these things in here, we can set this to extract, not whitelist, extract. I'll go in here, this thing will process them, and we will get some fluid, which is the fractionated coal stuff. Liquefacted coal, that's the one. I don't have a use for it yet. All this oil is still going. I think I can run it through the distillation tower, but I won't know until I don't know, break a pipe here or something. I mean, that's probably something I can do. I can probably just remove you for the moment, and like that's turned on. So assumptions is once this uses enough to create the extract there, we should be alright. Because there is no, it doesn't show up in JEI. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do, is run it through this guy. Other thing I did in between episodes, and it was Golrith's comment, had I unlocked the highest tier motor. So up here somewhere, this one here, the elite motor. So I've gone ahead and unlocked it. I partially unlocked it. I hadn't finished unlocking it. And I've put those motors in this guy and these two. Look how fast that goes through now. Whoop. It's running at 28 times speed. I didn't bother putting it in this because when this guy runs, it's pretty much a zoop and it's done. This, on the other hand, that's decent speed now, and even these guys, when they kick off, they're a reasonable speed as well. They're not slow by any stretch of the imagination. I still haven't gone. Oop, stop it. Still haven't gone and tweaked this at all. We are still struggling to keep up. Might as well take that out of there. you can have that. Take the concrete. This chest does not need to be here, and you know what, this build is basically done. There isn't a lot more I can do in this space at the moment. It's not as fast as I would like to. Like, I could go and change it all to AE and it would be much faster. But this was just a way of, and you can see how fast that is, and that doesn't even have the highest tier motors in it. It's just got the next one down. So these guys all will build fast. This is consistently struggling, waiting for the red circuits more than anything. And as soon as the red gets produced, it gets taken out. So whether or not I just disable this guy for a bit, let's do that. Let's disable this extract, just to let this thing catch up. And as soon as I turn it on, it'll go again, and everything will disappear. Yeah. So what I have been doing in between is trying to clean up some of the challenges. Down here in this. Some of these items have an EMC value. So that's where I've been playing around with. The silicon, these guys have an EMC, so I produced a bunch because I was finding that system at the top there was tending to run out of silicon. Most of the time, the problem was that it didn't have any silicon in it. So I've gone and made that. Made a bunch of it in my EMC doobie over here. Yeah, I'll get into this in a second. So I'm currently crafting advanced solar generators. So all the junk that I've got filtering in from, from the mob farm, so the waste fuel, all this sort of stuff. Once it dumps in here, it'll turn into advanced solar generators. At the moment, I probably need to add one of these guys into here. So I've got it, and every now and then, because I've got 20,000 uranium there, got 15 or 11,000 there, and I'll get back to that drill in a second. I've got all this stuff in here. I've kind of been grabbing items and like dumping them into the condenser over there. So like uranium, stack of this gives us 262,000 EMC because they're 4,000 each. Whereas something like iron is only 16,000. So a stack of iron is a solar panel, for example. If I go over here and drop this, I mean, we're at 5,000, but I've dropped this in. We should produce one and then go up to about the 5,000 mark again. Right? But if I grab one of these, for every 4 of these, I'm making a solar panel. So by throwing a stack in, I'm making quite a few. So that's sitting in there. This is set to extract solar panels. So they will slowly extract out and get put into here, into my submission station, which is set to advanced solar generators. And this is set to retrieve from the system the generators. So it'll place it in here and then this uses it. So we're up to 8. So that's just one way of producing that in the background. Now what happened here, and the reason I have to have a drill there, even though there's a graphical bug where it disappears every now and then. I just happened to be standing there. I had a whole bunch of the empty energy cells in my inventory, so I went, oh, detect, and it submitted and claimed it at the same time. So I believe this may accidentally claim. Not all of them are set to that, but this energy cell one did. So all of a sudden I've got all this redstone, copper ore, coal ore, and gold ore, etc. in this chunk. If I claim, if I scan here, it was a redstone and uranium chunk anyway. But now it's got all these other ores in here. Again, I don't need them, but it doesn't hurt for me to just throw this drill down and hope for the best. So he's just set to output directly into this chest, and it will push into the quantum entangler portal, which is powering it at the same time. And I've put a couple of these filters on. I think this works. I think. Anyway. I got plenty of uranium. I can produce quite a few. If I really wanted to, I could probably set this to extract uranium into there, but as soon as I go below 20, there we go. You should see the yellow cake starting to be extracted. There it goes. Oh, copper's being moved. Low on copper, are we? This is off. And you probably find this is full at the moment. Yes, because some reason it's dumping a ton of copper in here. Why? How are we low on copper? Copper should be off. Interesting. What is copper set to? Guys, I'm not meant to pull that much out. 16. We're all set to 16. Yeah, I did turn this one down to 1. But maybe 16's okay. If it can't go in there, it won't. It'll just turn itself off. Should just turn itself off if the chest is full. Maybe. It's not. You are supposed to turn off. It has an input. I'll turn that on. Is this broken? Because it should be on. They're not. Your low signal. Oh, I don't know. It's doing something. It's fine. Whatever. See all the lubricant dripping out. I do need to get more lubricant over here because the system's not quite working as I intended. The lubricant, the lubricant setup, we constantly have too much lubricant, so that's using seed oil. So I'm wondering whether I should be like voiding lubricant somehow. Okay. That has chewed through the liquefied coal. Let me guess, it probably can't do any more with that now, and we'll break it because of this. Interesting, because it's down at 50 and it won't be able to probably won't be able to do that. So only one of those what are they called? Droppers? Gauge dropper. Glass and osmium. I think I have one. It's a hole in the ground. Really? Stop it. Let's check if I have a dropper. No. Can I make one? Yes. I make some more solar panels. Yes. Make a few solar panels, thanks. Alright, let's get rid of that last bit of liquefied coal and I'll turn that off. We'll just continue using oil. Not sure of best use for that. Maybe I have to build myself another one of these guys. You off for now. I grab... Did it grab it? No. No, guess not. Oh boy. I'm probably going to need to pull all this out of it and break it. That'll be unfortunate. Oh, it's the drone. I wonder what it was. Things dancing around. Alright. This, I'm going to let it run for a bit. Let's see what else we can unlock. Start working towards. And if you guys have some ideas of what would be something great to work towards, let me know down in the comments. And we will work towards it. See, I've gotten rid of my little signage up here. Someone wanted to see some logistics pipes, so we've done that now. Alright. Handing in items. That one's done. There's not a ton of stuff left. Like EMC crafting 2 might be good because we get the better condenser. But it's just going to allow us to do stacks at a time, and is that something we particularly need? This, it'll automatically produce stuff from light. I mean, we can. It's only 50 of each. Get 50 anomaly research. Should have that. I don't have a lot. I should have that. I should have that down here at the. That'll kick that off again. Yoink. Yep, now we're producing. 63 anomaly science packs. Whichever one of these I have set up for that. This guy. So, got some stuff in it. It's going to need more of that. That'll kick. Oh, that's going to kick the factory off in general. Alright, let's grab. One of each. Cool. S004. S004 gives us the condenser, or the collector, energy collector, and then it gives us alchemical coal and Mobius fuel, etc. Alchemical coal can be made in an advanced assembler from blaze and coal. That's 160, 128 gives us 512. It's a decent jump. Making red matter is 10,000 EMC. And we can make red matter leggings and stuff. You don't get the flight ability in this pack though, which is a bummer. Because having the whole set with having flight would have been cool. And then we've got the next unlock. Gosh. Uses of red matter block. Okay, so there you go. There's that another one that needs 4 red matter blocks, 4 dark matter blocks, and an energy condenser to make the next guy. Yikes. Alright, so what's this worth to make? It's not that bad. Generates 4 EMC a second, which isn't anything exciting. But we can probably make one of these. Let's put all these things away. Okay. Sure. Okay. One of those solar panels. Do I have any here? Got a few. Got a few. What do I need to make this? Need some glowstone, and I need an MV capacitor. Nope. LV capacitors. Ow. So I need 2 LV capacitors, some steel plate, some lead plate, some copper plate. 8 iron, 10 redstone batteries. Needed some lead plate. Don't need tin or silver. Gotta get the batteries. 10 of them. Do you require, was it 1 copper plate or? Nope, not that one. Grab a stack of copper plates. Grab, that's aluminium. Steel plates. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Let's make 1, 2, MV, and then I just need what, glowstone and that solar panel, which is gone. Glowstone. Need 6 of these. Grab another solar panel, because obviously we've put it in here and it's been zipped off over there somewhere. Okay. That's an energy collector Mark 1. And yes, you can make power flowers and stuff with these things, but if I drop this guy here, yeah, it will very slowly tick up making items for us. So you can have the copper plates, the iron plate, probably the lead plate and the sunflower, and not sure, I have the steel plate, so I don't care. But yeah, that'll make all the solar generators we need. I don't know why this does this. Can you go in there, please? How are we with fuel for the nuclear reactor? We're good. We're good. There's nothing here. It's ticking along quite nicely. 0.4 millibuckets a tick. You no, don't quite have a bucket. So you won't have an ingot yet. I spent a bit of time scanning this area. You can see how many core drill things I've done. And what I was looking for, and I don't quite need it yet, but what I was looking for was a titanium vein. So for those of you who don't know, you can't get titanium using the Factory 0 drills anymore. And that was done because people were getting bogged down with stuff that they couldn't use early on in the pack. So Golrith made a change to take the spawning of titanium out of those normal drills and into an IE excavator. So it's now basically locked behind having the technology to build these guys. So if you're at that point, then you, ooh, I missed it, almost got it. So if you're at the point of being able to make this guy, titanium is probably a thing that you're ready to make. So not a bad thing to put it behind. It just means that hey buddy, come on over. Can you come over here near the minigun? Take that. I will take your ender pearl. I like this thing. Yeah, so because of that, when he removed the titanium from the Factory 0 drills, there was only a very, very, very slight chance you'd get some titanium as a secondary product on the immersive engineering extractors. So if you are in the Discord for the pack, there is a channel called Buglog. It has some patches in there of stuff that Golrith has found and fixed, but are not in a pack release yet. So a good way of being, I guess, ahead of the crowd, or up to date, is to be in that Discord and grab those fixes, because there are some little bits and pieces that come in quite handy. The ducts are back in, so vacuum and dents are available to craft, and there's there's a whole slew of things that as someone reports a bug, or Golrith finds something he wants to change, he'll release little patch files which you can add to your game and play with the latest version with all the fixes. So now that I have a full titanium vein over there, that will help for when I get low. At the moment I've got 3200 ore, so that's keeping me in the green, so to speak. Let's go and check that oil setup. Yeah, so definitely keep an eye on the Discord, and if you're not in there, go and check it out. The link is in my description. Now that I broke that, I'm gonna have to re-hit it. Hello, where do I hit you? There. You empty now? Yes. Have some more. I'm going to remove all that. Oh, did you get rid of my friend? So yeah, the drill that was here is gone. I've had to try and clean up. I've got a lot of sulfur pollution up here. I really should do something about. It might be wise to bring one of these guys over here at some point. Up some of this sulfur. Hasn't rained in a while. I don't know if I've just been lucky, or I mean, you saw that glitch in the previous one. Maybe it is raining. Maybe I've turned the particles off. I don't know. Anyway, one of those things. Let's see. We unlock that. This guy is going to take 75 as well. And that makes the antimatter relay. Probably not what we need at this point. I should really unlock this. And we've got a few, the auto crafter and the advanced energy cubes. We can start unlocking these higher tier things through here. I've got a few bits and pieces that are, there's 3 left here. They're 300s each. These are all done. I can't do much more with these things. They are actually claimed, but for some reason it won't let me, it won't give me a little green tick. Go for the higher retrievers, and I could go for this, but I haven't really done much in way of AE. Maybe that is a thing. Maybe I should just set up this guy over here to do that instead. Because if this one here will grab any of those and put it into this, but what I should have done is put a retriever on here. You are doing heavy engineering blocks. I need to reset you? Or is heavy engineering blocks done? Heavy must be done. No, I haven't handed in light yet. So of course it's not working. You know what? Because this is a thing now, I'm gonna stand here and hand in the light. Okay. Have some iron ore and stuff. I think I need to probably break and replace that drill to get them to work. But that should now allow me to do the heavy. Look at all the stuff you get from the heavy. And all is another one that needs to be done. But again, all of these guys have EMC. All drones. Heavy engineering blocks have EMC as well. Instead of the system, you know, working its backside off trying to get things crafted, we could just run the EMC route. But that's probably what I'm gonna do here. You need to be set to heavy, don't you? Let's go through. Where are you? There it is. Tick. 2 straight away, and this will start pulling the heavies. Good. All right, so base is probably going to kick off and start producing things now. As I said, I don't think this will start pulling out iron, or oh, maybe it will. Maybe it will start pulling iron. But eventually I do need to clear this backlog, so whether that's making a few more bins, I'm not sure. Do have a small problem here. So aluminium's one. Well, aluminium's not quite full. Copper would be. Oh no, that's the next one up. So yes, aluminium is full. Let's grab a bin. An ultimate. And we'll just quickly fix this guy up. There we go. That should get things working again. Aluminium comes through. Maybe I dump aluminium into the mix here. Into this. Because what else is aluminium used for? A Tesla coil. HV. Swords and gears. Tools. That it? Aluminium rods. Nope. Aluminium plate. Yep. Okay, so it's used for machine structures. And a few other bits and pieces. Vehicle crates, wind generators. Aluminium's not completely useless. Just semi-useless. For me at this point. Anyway. So the problem I'm facing is to what degree do I dump items? Do we keep producing these things until they go out of fashion? Do I up this to 10,000? Then we've got 40,000 copper. Do I up this to 10,000? Not that that matters. Lead doesn't go anywhere real often. It's just tin and silver. So this is set to 5. You can just see how much went in there because we back stuff so much up here. Aluminium, lead, and silver do not get processed through here, if you remember rightly. Still can't on the copper. No lubricant though. Interesting. I've got a whole silo full of aluminium. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe I run pipes across the ground here. Disconnect this and just empty this guy out into here. There's aluminium. Get dumped into here, all on its own. Okay. We've got plenty of opportunity to create it. That should be empty now. Oh, apparently you were backstopped for a second there. What? Hey, you. Items, everything is input. Everything is output for power. Do you have a problem? Oh yeah, you are extracting items, but it's just not going in here super quick, or are things coming back out? Not sure. It's working slowly. This thing should be working again. Yep. Cool. Alright, looking at the time, miles over the wrapping up point. Didn't get much achieved. It's more of a talky episode, so apologies for that. Definitely gonna abuse this for a little bit. I think I will run that pipe. I think that makes a good idea. To just literally circumvent this and empty all that 35,000 aluminium out. That's fluid. So I'm going to do that in between. Thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.